Oh, there we go. Shame I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let me just check this. Go. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, bum. All right, so I'm just testing this StreamYard. Obviously, I've worked out how to use it, and it is a lovely sunny day down here in Tasmania. We are. What time is it? It is 11:03 a.m. on a beautiful sunny day. As you can see, the glare coming through. Usually, I don't have curtains or blinds because you appreciate the sun. So, yeah, how is everyone going out there? I'm testing this. I see everyone's been doing this. Maybe I've got to. Yeah, that's better. All right, let me just do this. Da, 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 da. Yeah, well, that's the intro to the radio show. Um, yes, I might make this a regular occurrence. Yeah, I was on the phone to somebody and to my good friend Andy Leask from the Odd Collective ALT. It dropped out. So I want to work out how. How do they do? Oh, yeah, video file. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go down to the videos. Let's have a look and see if what happens here if I do this. Here we go. This is a little paddy melon up in the backyard. Little like a kangaroo marsupial. Yeah, so very interesting and inquisitive creatures. They eat. They love grass, fresh grass, not long grass. They won't eat your long grass. Eat your fresh grass. Um, how do I do? Dun, 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 dun. Classic. What's the bubble? Well, anyway, there you go. That's the backyard. That was exciting. I realise now I can. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Um, yeah. So thanks for tuning into the test. Where uh, I'll need a separate one for the chat. All right. Let me now try something different. Well, no, I'm on the wrong side. Oh man, I know. I get shown how to run the radio station, and I can run it like a champion. And I've been doing that for a number of years. Um, ooh, I know I don't want to do that. Yeah, just run the basic program. It says you could run a logo. I was looking at my logos. I could do that. Invite. Okay. Yep. Did that go to the clipboard? Oh. Let me have a look. Email. Email. Da, 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 da. Gmail account. No. Oh man, sorry for entertaining radio, entertaining video. Let me see. Go back over to here. Hey, Frank, how are you, mate? I'm testing out StreamYard, so I just not sure if go back to here, not here. Oh, this is one clown show, Frank. Mate, I'm going good. I see you had a very interesting time with some balloons on your channel. That was quite interesting to see. Obviously, we've done that in the past, but no one's really filmed it and put it up on a major public forum. Um, yeah. Let me. Oh yeah, here we go. Go to channel. Frank and Tina. Look at that. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm testing this out, Frank, if you haven't already realized. I was going to invite a friend of mine on who's a musician, but there's no point inviting him on unless I really, really know what I'm doing. So that's where we're at. And I'm just having a bit of fun. My other, have you seen, that's out of curiosity, Frank, um, have you seen, oh, I see now, it was Bean's birthday party and they were here cleaning up. Right, yeah, I got all that now. That makes a bit more sense, having a bit of fun after the excitement of the party. Hey, have you seen the other, you have seen Radio Jonesy's page, haven't you, Frank? The other page I do. It is, oh, no, sorry, yeah, you have. It's my good friend over in Arkansas Pilgrim. I just haven't seen him on the Radio Jonesy site. But I'd just like to say, well, if you do get to see this video, everybody who's on Radio Jonesy, thanks very much for your new support. I jumped from 30, 30 odd subscribers the other day, and I'm now 54 or something like that. So, yeah, how you going with the heat over there, Frank? It's been a bit hot for you? I'm trying to. Did I put a link on there so you could come on? How do I do this link? Oh yeah, no, that's Frank. Yeah. Thanks for your support too, Frank. I've always Arkansas Pilgrim. Yeah, I really do enjoy Guy and his dry wit and his comments and his channel. Like it is a good way of doing. Um, it is a good way of doing social media on YouTube. It's sort of, Facebook and all the others are a bit in your face, if that's the right word. It's a bit, everybody's jumping down and jumping on board and trying to scream their direction, their passion, their influence on top of you. Whereas a YouTube community, you sort of get your little community and if you don't like them, you really they end up disappearing, and you keep the community that you got. Like I've stumbled onto some lovely people over in uh, Radio Jonesy's page. There's a great little channel called Devil Dog. If you haven't seen him, Frank, he's ex-marine. He's around 500 subs, or somewhere around there, 400 odd. Trying to get to 500, I think. And lovely guy. Helps a lot of. He's the one who actually got me thinking about doing this, the stream. So let me. That's see. I'm on the wrong page. I should be over here. Now I've lost the. Where do I go back to get the? Bum, 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 bum. Oh, Frank, thanks for being there, my friend. At least I'm talking to someone. Hey, how is life over there in it? If I say Bremen, is Bremen the community your suburb you're in, or the town you're in? Bremen. Do I say that right or wrong? It's hot. Yep. It's kind of hard to come up right now. The kids. Oh, the kids are in bed. Yeah, yeah. Sorry about that, mate. It is. What? It should only be early evening. Should be about what 8:30, 9 o'clock, maybe. Yeah, well, I'm not chasing watch hours, mate, because I haven't got enough subscribers. I'm just testing this. What I'm going to do with this is invite musicians in, and we're going to talk about their albums and stuff like that. So that's the goal that I have. I've just got to learn how to use the software, which is what we're doing today. I'm doing a bit of a test run, and yeah, they are a good way of getting watch hours up. And I'll tell you what, too, even when someone does a live and they do maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half, and you know what, you're busy in your own life, you just play the video for them, and you go about your business, even if you got a laptop or whatever. And yeah, it's oh, hello, Matt the man, is it Matt from Tennessee? Yes, my musical friend. I was watching Matt's channel the other day, and he was what were you fixing? Something for your car, one of your lights, or no, it could have been a radio. I'm not too sure, but you had some fabulous music on in the background, and I really got into that and followed that. Yeah, so yeah, thanks for dropping in. I'm testing out this software. Obviously, I haven't done a live before. You can hear me, right, Frank? Just doing an audio. You're doing the radio, and it was a bit of a problem, mate. Well, how did you go? Was it a success? Installed? Yeah. Well, anyway, it's I love the music that you're playing in the background. Okay, thanks, Frank. How's about when I do something like this? Can you hear the wah wah wahs? You have entered Australian Radio Indie Zone. Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm just like a big kid with a new toy. But yeah, life's been pretty good over here, Frank. I obviously moved from the east coast of New South Wales down to Tasmania, which is a little island. Um, we're the closest land mass. We're at the bottom of Australia, so yeah, we're at the closest. Thanks, Frank. We're at the closest land mass to the South Pole. There's no other land between us and the South Pole. So when them southerly winds go, it is absolutely freezing here. Right at the Yeah, mate. Like I'm not here for the. I'm not here to do hours and you know. Hey, I'm just testing some software, and just say I get copyrighted with my channel, or I put music on a few of my videos. I'm really picking the music that I want the band to get. If you catch me drift, I'd rather hey, Colette Colette Fry or the one and only fabulous squeaky voice Tina with yes, the I seen the balloon trick. You must be one of them party girls, Tina. Hey, how was life, Frank, touring with that band you or playing with the band you had? Just as a little question, with what were they called? Bob Train. What was that band called? Frank Bob Carr. No, something to do with trains, I'm sure. Yes, Colette Fry, you're an absolute legend. Hey, how's your new dog going? And do you miss your little furry, feathery friends that aren't with you anymore? I'm going to see how I do this link, Frank. Let me just disappear here for a sec. I'm just going to click that, click, uh, 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 click that, and bum, 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 bum. What if I go? Oh, man. See, I'm brand spanking new to this, so I'll go there. This link, yep, yep, yep. Clip, copied, copied to clipboard. Okay. Does it copied it to clipboard? So hopefully that link. Oh, I can't. I can't even get back to chat on this StreamYard. Oh yeah, chat. No, private chat. Wrong one. Comments. Here we go. Oh, I'm learning. The Matt Man. The Matt Man, Tennessee. Jeez, doing some chatting. All right, that's wonderful. Everybody's having a good old evening at see that sunlight coming through the window. Oh man, I got to get it if I'm going to do this seriously. Oh, I'm loving the sun, mate. It's absolutely freezing down here. All right, so did that clip. Let me go back to there. Get rid of you. Go over to here. Get rid of that. Go over to here. And let me see. Paste. Oh, there we go. I've had to paste. Does someone want to entertain me by clicking that link, and I can learn how to do that because I haven't done this before? Okay, thanks, Matt. That's awesome. Let me see what else I can do with this little. Oh, I got to get back over to here now. So I've done that. I'm not sure when someone clicks that link where they actually go into the holding area, wherever that is. But I am learning as we. I'm learning on the fly here. Let me just have a look at something else. Yep. Toured with a few bands. The Jeff Rogers Band. Yep. Dean Dollar Band. And Sony. Yep. Sony. You know what, Frank? Out here, one of my pet hates is Sony Australia. I tell you, it's a separate company, but they're all. I'm assuming they are linked. But they're Colette Fry, you are one. You could never say that. I can tell you that for a fact. The oldest person in the room right now is me, and that is a fact. How is my good mate Andy T? Are you out there, Andy? Let me just check. I'm gonna do. Well, I wonder if this works. Let me just check something out. So I'm on the stream, and then we're connecting to this. So let's hope. Just tell me if this works or doesn't work. Bum, 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 bum.
Go to YouTube.
Oh, hang on. I'm just going to test your. Hopefully, you're on the phone on the YouTube at the same time. So let me just.
Okay.
You're coming in on my left here, so on my right here. So it's not coming through stereo, but how are you going out there, Mr. Andy T from the wonderful band The Odd Collective?
I'm going all right, mate. Sitting here looking out the window at the clouds forming over the Clarence River.
Okay.
Heater on and rugged up for an unusually cold winter.
Yes, definitely unusually cold.
I'd rather be here than where you are.
I'm here. Andy is up on closer to the Gold Coast, the sunny, shiny. He's in the Northern Rivers region of New South Wales, which is a lovely area.
Yeah. 2 hours south of the Gold Coast, and glad that it's not raining.
Yes,
because it's raining on the Gold Coast right about now.
Right, Frank. I got Frank and Tina, or Frank from Frank and Tina, on the stream here. He was with a touring with a couple of bands in America called the Jeff Rogers Band and the Dean Dollar Band and the Michael Jack Band. It says banned by Sony and toured with them, but it fell through and never got any money out of Sony, which is not surprisingly, Frank, not surprising at all.
I know people that are EMI 25 years later.
Right. Hey,
for advances when record companies actually advanced you. And, people like Tough Luxury and those guys didn't have a clue that they'd been played on this European TV show every day for however long it was, and ended up with a big chunk of change. But the record company swooped on what was owed for advances on their album Streetwise before they got a cent of it. Yeah, record companies have still got people tied up on advances that they paid out in like the 80s, mate.
Matt the Man, so you can hear the phone call clearly. That's I was going to ask that question. So the Matt Man from Tennessee, thank you for your comments there, my friend. I can understand now that's working. So I'm doing a test run, obviously. Did you want to try to come into the stream, or are you happy to stay there, Andy? I was going to say...
I'm happy to stay there on the vocal end of it.
Yeah, I was going to see for the lovely listeners, lovely viewers out there. There's only a few of you, but let me see if I do something.
Everyone can hear me. Go and hit the Odd Collective ALT YouTube site. Subscribe to it. I'll have a look and go and hit yours too.
Oh, actually, I will put your link in here, Andy. I'll let me just see what I'm going to do there. The Odd Collective, ALT. That's ALT's Odd Collective, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm very slow typing. All right, let me just see if it comes up.
Mitten.
Wow.
That said,
Yep.
it's the middle of summer over there in the US, and they're highly likely to get brownouts too.
Yeah, I don't know if you lovely people that stuck around while the internet dropped out here, which was it doesn't really happen that often. When it does happen, it happens quite regularly, which I've noticed I'm just
We're
looking.
probably working on the broadband.
I'm just sun glare. Yeah,
Probably working on towers down Burnie, Jonesy.
could be indeed. Let me have a look. I'll share a video file. Let me see what happens when I do this. I'll try to find. Hang on. I know I've got to take that out. Got to move that over there. Connect. Oh, that didn't do nothing. No, I'm still going. Excuse me, people. I'm just. There you go. Hang on. Welcome back. Welcome back, ladies and gremlins. Back on the radio and elements. What we got up here? Let me have a look. Let me have a look at this. And then see what happens. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is Andy himself. Live. That's the first Andy. That's what it is. It's the first song. Well, there's a bit of video from Andy and the crew from the Odd Collective performing at the Bridge Hotel, which is in Sydney. And you've got another big party gig on your birthday coming up in...
Well, 2 days beforehand.
Well, it's close.
But we're launching the album, Eleanor's Curse, on the 11th, 2 days beforehand.
Now, how funny was that? Like, I just went into a folder and said, look for something from the Odd Collective, and that was the first thing I grabbed, and it just said the Odd Collective. Didn't say it was Eleanor, the Eleanor Rigby Curse track. And tell the story why you think it's Curse, Andy.
Well, we went into the studio to rejig an old Eddie Randall song from the late 60s called Tear Your Playhouse Down. A woman called Nina Peebles first recorded it. Then Graham Parker and the Rumour did it. So there's the obvious thing with me. It's like I know it from Graham Parker, and then we searched it. Then Paul Young went and did it and totally aborted it with this pussy 80s synth version thereof and changed the lyrics and shit, so he actually got a songwriter's credit. And a bit like part of the reason we did move on up, Jonesy, was because the Jam had done it, and I'd always felt that somehow or other they'd done it too frenetically and sucked the soul right out of the song. And yeah. I'd always felt since that time, since about when I was an 18-year-old kid, I said, one day I'm going to crack that song open and show the world that a white boy can put a bit of soul back in it. And, you know, I think we've achieved that, you know, via even that little review from the guys at WHER in North Carolina there. The African-American guy that sort of gave me some validation. You know, we put a bit of blues back into it unknowingly.
Yeah.
Because I thought I was stamping it with white boy soul, which, you know, people from the South of America would possibly look at having blues overtones, but all I see is the Scotsman coming out and, you know, any... You know, Northern soul, white boy soul, that's where I really come from. And, you know, it sort of started with Chicago and Sensational Alex Harvey Band, Average White Band, all that sort of hoo-ha.
Yeah, it's definitely, and the reason for the album too is the songs that made tea is what the album is based about. It's the songs that made tea, which is Andy. And Andy's had a huge career in music, but mainly in the background, like touring with bands, doing lighting, sound, all sorts of around the trap sort of work. And you get to a stage in life where you go, you know what, I've always going to do this and I'm going to do that. So Andy's coming out with his own album of all the songs that made inspired him over the years. Is that right in saying it that way, Andy?
Yeah, mate. Well, you know, it only became Eleanor's Curse because we didn't get to do the song one of the two songs we originally went into Rocking Horse Studios to actually record. And that only came about because we were, 20 minutes late getting there because I had to eat. They'd already started into Eleanor Rigby. Somehow or other, it was deemed that tearing the playhouse down was too difficult. So we're yet to do the second song I set out to record in the first place.
Yeah, it's
which is quite funny. You know, that was meant to be in the, you know, tearing the playhouse down was over the 2020 T-shirt run.
That's right. That's right. We're. I was just talking to Andy before I started the stream. I was on the phone to Andy, and I was just saying he's going into the studio to finish a few things next week or
next Monday at Monsterio Studios in Lilyfield, New South Wales, Australia, with the inimitable Phil Rigger.
Oh,
what a great producer the guy is.
What a champion.
What a great producer.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, top shelf.
And any musical types out there that, you know, not just the Cube, you know, he just has this innate ability to get the absolute best out of me.
He sure has.
When you, well, you know, Murray does it too in a different way, but there's, you know, there's a different sort of connection with Murray because of the MySex thing. You know, long-time fan, looking at them, but, well, you know, I'll say it publicly, mismanaged up the yin-yang at the moment. You know, there's, it just is what it is. You know, they could be all over the place with the Angels, et cetera, that. The Angels are standalone, actually earning fairly decent money when they pop out, but that isn't happening, and sort of I get really disappointed at that. But yeah, you know, part of the album has come about, and you know, because of Don Martin,
the late great
encouragement back in 2014. You know,
yeah, the
it hadn't been for Don Martin saying, "Well, bloody well do it, Andy."
Well, can you hear that in the background? The Get Up and Dance track. Is that coming through?
Not really.
Is that coming through? Is that coming through on the stream? My couple of listeners out there, can you hear that one, Frank?
You get the groove, then you're gonna feel the heat. You got the answer, you got the gift, you got to rock and roll, rock and roll,
that's it.
rock and roll.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Rock and roll, because rock is a dance, it's gonna keep us alive.
There you go. I'm just testing the gear, so well, that's fabulous that you can hear that, Frank, and thanks, Matt, as well for your input there, guys. It is interesting. Now I've done my first little stream. I'm going to have a lot of fun with this. What would you, for you overseas viewers, as in Frank and Matt, what would you like to see or hear, or what would be interesting for you guys if I was going to do something like musically interviews, just random chats, just a little bit of music that you've probably never heard in your life, but you might be interested in. I just, you know, just throwing it out there. Maybe you just want to see this.
Yeah, mate.
Maybe you just want to see this beautiful face. Look at it. It's just...
Could be worse, Jonesy. You could be seeing mine too.
Oh, Andy's had years of hard living. Is that right, Andy?
Well, you could say I beat the living shit out of myself in a way.
You push that limits the boundary of your body so hard it's actually broke. So, like Andy did break his back, unfortunately, in a workplace accident. So he's got titanium holding his spine together, and that's really, slowed him up.
It's no fun, laddie.
It's not fun.
It's no fun, but it is what it is.
And
the human body is a wonderful thing. It gets used to so many things, and you learn how much pain you can actually take.
Oh, and you're waking up every day, Andy. So that's the main thing, mate.
Yeah, there's a whole pile of people who didn't wake up this morning, so
from workplace
every
accidents.
day's a gift.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. When I think about the 4-year-old in, say, John Hunter Hospital, inevitably, at the moment, there's a kid in virtually every hospital in Australia with neuroblastoma, that sort of thing. I've had 61 years, getting on to 62, and I'm still kicking.
You're doing well.
Still trying to get an album out that's taken longer than the Deaf fucking Leopard record took to record.
And how long did that take? Since you're the expert.
4 years.
Right.
By the time we release it, it's a month after 4 years since we started record. November 19, 2018, we went into the studio to record But You Don't Care and 2468 Motorway.
Yeah, right. Let me just have a look.
Which, by the way, I'll have the stems for, and we're adding horns and vocals, redoing the vocals for on Monday next week with Phil Rigger.
Awesome. Now let's just have a listen to this, guys.
Hold on, man. I'm going to do this for Jonesy real quick. In my best radio voice. Let's see here. Hi, I'm Frank from the USA, and I love Australian Radio Indie. Let's do it one more time. Hi, I'm Frank from the USA, and I love Australian Radio Indie. How's that? Will that work?
You missed
Good
it.
deal. Good deal. That's awesome. That is awesome. If y'all don't know Australian Radio Indie, man, they are a great channel. Let me see if I can do this. There, Jonesy, you're supposed to be a mod anyway.
Yeah. Hang on.
Let's see if I can get it to do it.
Let's have a look, Frank.
Can we do it? Here you go. I'm making you a mod, Jonesy, and put your link up there. And Jason, I'm making you a mod too. And put your link up there.
Just to say, watch out when you talk to a radio guy, because he's always got the audio gear to watch what you say. I was talking to a guy. I'm not sure of his real name. He calls himself Devil Dog on YouTube, and he's in Texas somewhere. And he, well, he's still going, Frank. Where are we? Desktop.
I don't know why, Procare Trucker, but it won't make you a mod. I don't know why. I'll have to look into that.
Procare Trucker. I haven't heard from him for a bit.
Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, y'all go ahead and sub Jonesy over there. He's got some really good bands from Australia that he puts up on his channel.
Good on you, Frank.
A lot of really good stuff. Great channel. And Jason, y'all sub him. Jason, can you put your what?
Frank, you're an absolute legend, my friend. Hey, this guy's called Eddie. Sorry, Eddie from Devil Dog. He done this for me yesterday.
This is Eddie from Houston, Texas, USA. I love listening to my music on ARI. Check out my YouTube channel, Devil Dog, with the American flag and state of Texas on it. Jonesy likes my channel. How about you?
Yeah, so I've put that in last night's radio show. So, yeah, there's some pretty cool people that you meet in YouTube. It's my favorite platform at the moment. With social media, I get more comment, more feedbacks, and more radio listeners actually through playing on YouTube.
Does anyone know how the hell to get live YouTube on your TV?
Yeah. Get the app.
Oh, I'm in the app. I'm in the YouTube
Yeah.
app.
What are you trying to find? What we're doing right now?
Yeah,
We'll just go to my channel.
I've been in it,
It should be the first
and it's
video up, or you
the
get.
smart TV's not so freaking smart.
Well, it could be the operator, my friend. It could be the operator.
I don't know. Well, I'm in the Radio Jonesy subscribers page now, and it should be coming up with something live. I'd
Subscribers.
have thought, but it's just got all your. I'm subscribed.
Yeah.
It's got all the videos.
Yeah.
Got it at home. On tour with Storm Cellar live.
Yeah. Hang on. Look. Stop where you are. Right. Go.
Yep.
Go. Hang on. I just got to get out of that page. Oh, and you just got to go to. I'm switching accounts actually. Let me just on this little thing here, and this is what I've done last time, and that crapped itself. No,
Radio Jonesy, or are you in the ARI page?
ARI. Yeah,
Okay.
it's the very first one, I think.
Oh, hang on.
Or is it the second one? It could be the first one. There's Live It Up.
ARI or
Yeah.
Australian Radio Indie?
Yeah,
Australian Radio Indie
TV.
TV.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Okay.
You got Live It Up, the Mental as Anything song. Greedy Smith, what an absolute legend he was.
Oh, I'm hearing myself and watching you.
Well, now you'll have to mute your TV a bit. Because
I just did.
Oh man, we're having, like I said, to anyone joining the stream, and I know we've only got a few on, but I'm only testing the equipment. And
Well, this is all kind of weird. It's sort of like I'm looking at you.
yeah, it is, isn't
I'm
it?
looking at what could possibly be Tasmania across the river. You know, all of Australia looks like Australia. It's by the water.
Yep.
And I'm looking at you on the TV screen with that in the background.
Hang on. How's that? What do you got to do? You got to do a screenshot for future reference when you do some videos. I was going to do a video today with my other page, Radio Jonesy, and actually I'm probably going to do this without the music on Radio Jonesy, and then this with the music on Australian Radio Indie TV. I think that's that's probably the smart way of splitting it up. So if you want the music, you're over here, or if you're over on the other one, I'm going to be doing all sorts of crap, walking about on video, gardening. I'm looking outside right now, out the little door here.
I'm trying to lip read you, Jonesy, and the delay via going from, like, I'm hearing you on the telephone saying what you're saying right now.
Yep.
Looking at the TV, and the delay with your audio going via a fucking server in the United States,
Yep.
and then bouncing all the way back to Australia. It's like there's sort of a millisecond delay in your, just a tiny delay in your lip movement, so I can't lip read you properly.
Yeah, Matt.
But I can hear you anyway. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing you say what you've just said to me.
Yeah.
Then
Well,
now.
I couldn't work out how to get the chat on the actual StreamYard, but now I've worked that out since then. So I have this on another one, and it's, I can see what you mean. Like, it's a few seconds away, a few seconds behind. But well, we could have found our new little toy. We should have used this when we talked to Colin Bailey in New Zealand not that long back when we did that interview with Colin. This might be the new toy, I think, of the radio station.
To keep my head expanding.
You're you're about 6'2" or 6'3". What are you?
6'1.5". I used to be 6'2".
Oh yeah, your spine operation shrunk you.
Well, yeah, and well,
I got shrinkage, but
we
it ain't
all
with the
get
spine.
shorter as we get older, Jonesy. It's inevitable.
You missed that one. I said I got shrinkage, but it ain't with the spine. It's awfully cold down here, I can tell you that.
Spanner weather, Titans nuts.
Hey, I like that spanner weather. Yeah, so yeah, anyone new onto the stream now, we're doing a bit of a test on StreamYard. Thanks for joining us. I did whack a link somewhere if you wanted to join us. See, I paste that there like that. Can you, where you are, Andy, on the, you can't see the chat in the TV.
What's that?
You can't see the chat on the side of the screen, obviously. You're watching it on the TV.
Oh, I can see StreamYard. It's powered by StreamYard. Yeah, I can see that up in the corner on the TV.
But like Frank says, I love the horn section, and he's laughing. And then I say, yeah, I love the horns. And Frank says, yeah, it sounds awesome. Matt's gone, laughing out loud. It's not smart TV. And well, anyway, I just stuck a link there. And if you click that link, apparently you come into the studio where I can find you and invite people in.
Going on the laptop or the iPad in a bit.
I'm just testing the gear. See, that's the reason for the stream today. Yeah, so I'm just, hang on, let me do
investigatory.
So down the bottom here, I've got.
And let's face it, Jonesy, I can't be having people sitting watching me do what I do every other fucking minute.
Yeah, no, you really don't want to be doing that then. If you don't want to, you gotta prepare, mate. You gotta psych yourself up and put the pleasure tools down. Don't smoke your cigarettes. And well, here we go. Guess what happens here. So guess play sounds.
Tell you what, I'm not looking forward to going to COVID Central.
Sydney.
Yeah.
You know what? You're not supposed to say that word on YouTube these days, Andy.
What?
The C word. You're not allowed to. There's a few words. There's rules and regulations now. You're not allowed to say that because what happens? The algorithm grabs it and bans your.
Are you kidding?
No, you got to be. You got to say the C word or the sickness or whatever you want to say.
Okay, so the virus that has trampled the world for the past 3 years.
Yeah. Hey, what about that?
We are not allowed to say that word because an algorithm will pick it up and ban me.
Not you. They'll shut the video down. It's all about getting correct communications out there. Supposedly, what they want to hear, but what they don't want other people to talk about. Hey, there's a cruise ship. Did you see that on today's news? In Sydney, we decided to open up cruising again. Well, we've been really shut down here and locked down, and so they opened up cruising again. Brought out all these rules. You couldn't get on the ship unless you were triple vaccinated and all that sort of stuff. They decided to only cruise from Sydney to Brisbane, and then some people disembarked, some stayed on board, some people got on in Brisbane and went back to Sydney. Well, they're on their return leg to Sydney, and there's over 100 with the illness on the cruise ship, and they're all talking about not the local television stations are talking about, oh, we can't have cruises anymore, we can't do this and we can't do that, and people that are getting off the boat are saying, oh, people are a bit of a cold and that, this, that, and the other. No one's it's not the zombie apocalypse, but I don't know. I don't like to talk about this sort of stuff, but Yeah, you did. So you didn't see that on today's news?
Yeah, I did earlier. It was like I'm sitting here thinking about that while you're talking about it and thinking, well, how many people do I know that are about to go and hop on a bloody boat to do the combined rock
Yeah.
/ country cruise in the next couple of months? It's like,
Hey Matt, that'd
remember,
be
it
great
wasn't that
too if
long.
you could. That'd be great, Matt. I'll see if I'm just testing some gear out. But thanks, Andy. Yeah, sorry, mate, to cut you short there, Andy. Matt just said he said want me to test it for you. Can't stay, but for a few minutes it would be awesome. I just got to work out where it goes, Matt. I'm in. Yeah, when you click that link, oh, here we go. I see where it goes. Goes to there. I do that, and then I do. Hang on. Sorry, mate. I'm going to click that one. There we go. That is the Matt Man
I
from
can see him.
from Tennessee. How are you, brother?
Doing good, doing good. I
Batman.
don't know which camera I'm on here.
Yeah. That's the.
Whereabouts in Tennessee are you, brother?
I am.
Yeah. What?
G'day. Where in Tennessee are you?
Upper East. Let me turn my
How
echo
far
down.
from Memphis?
Oh, 9 hours. I'm on the other end of Tennessee.
Wow.
Okay. Texas side.
What
Closer
was
to
that?
Texas than you are to Kentucky.
Yeah, let me just do this. Yeah. Well, now I see where that comes from. Matt, it's wonderful. I'm learning as we go, my friend. I haven't done the stream from this side of the fence before. I've always been the invited party.
I'm having issues hearing you through my headphones.
Well, I can hear you lovely and clearly, but yeah, mate, that's okay. So it wouldn't be from this end,
No, it's on my end, I'm sure.
right? How's Yeah, there's Matt. That's what Frank's just said. How are you
Hello,
going out there,
Frank.
Frank? Yeah, let's you got to, if you haven't subscribed to Frank, Andy, you've got to I've got to learn. Let me have a look at that. Oh, man, no. Yeah, you got to get onto his page, mate. He's quite a lovely guy and a very funny, entertaining YouTuber. Let me just put it that way. Frank, how's that? An entertaining YouTuber? Is that the best way to describe you?
Yeah, I try to get a smile out of people.
Yeah, it's I've got that much going on, Matt. Like I run an online radio, which is 24/7, 7 days a week. It doesn't stop, and then I do a show for another guy in America, and there's a little bit of different content that goes on the different programs. So that's what I do as a bit of as a passion. But yeah, it's describe what you do in your channel. How's that for our couple of people out
What
there?
I do is
Yeah.
I've been so many things. I started YouTube as a jeeper, doing off-road stuff, and
Yep.
then I went on a long break, and then I went back to moto vlogging when I got a motorcycle. Don't have a motorcycle anymore, so now I just randomly do stuff.
So,
That may be part of the issue with my audio now. I'm trying to upload a video at the same time.
could be, mate. You're sounding great this end. I can tell you that for a fact. And I really do appreciate you being there on this bit of a test. I was on the phone to Andy, and I was saying to him, I really got to get into this this side of it, just for the music, like to have something. It's for one, it's quick and easy for put a video out. You don't really need to do much production because it's just in your face and straight out there. And you could go for as long as you like. And there's a lot of friends, obviously, who've got the numbers up and are chasing the 4,000 hours and all that sort of stuff. So they do streams quite regularly just to crank up their hours. But you got to do a live.
It's mostly just a hobby for me. I turned my subscribers off. I couldn't tell you right now how many subscribers I do have. I don't pay attention to those numbers. If I have a few people that watch my videos, I'm happy. I'm not into it for money or anything like that. I'm not monetized. I probably never will be, but I'm not interested in that side of YouTube. It's a hobby for me. I would love to be creative. I would love to be able to do something interesting and all, but I don't have time.
Yeah, and how in that side of the globe, what's the way to generate income for you? What do you get up to day in your daily life? If that's up
to you. A small business, insulation. We do mechanical insulation, piping, duct, tank, stuff like that.
Yep.
I sit in the office most of the time.
Well, that's a smart way of doing it. You want to have people out there doing the hard work, and you just organize. But no, poor old. Have I ever heard of wagon wheel? Hang on, what was that, Frank?
No.
No, hang on. I'm reading something. Hang on. Have you ever heard of wagon wheel? That is from Johnson City, Tennessee. Right, I got you.
Yeah, that's where I'm from.
Yeah, mate, when we traveled there not that long back, I can't even tell you the places that we sort of missed. We went from Memphis, went around a few different places, went down to Clarksdale, went back up through Oklahoma, and ended up in obviously we were in Dallas for a while, Arkansas, went up to the wonderful little place up in Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, in the middle of winter. It was absolutely freezing. All the rivers and the ponds were frozen solid. What have you got, Frank? I've saw people with 100,000 subs and still getting 30 views. Yeah, it's hard to say how it works, but you cannot subscribe to like 1,000 people and absolutely have the time in the day to watch 1,000 people's content. You gravitate to, this is the way I see it, you gravitate to the people that you sort of get entertainment from, and you sort of enjoy looking up to what they're doing again. And like I've subscribed, like I try to help people. So if someone says, can you subscribe here, subscribe there? Oh, that sounded good. Matt, what have you got there?
Okay, I switched cameras. I don't know if I'm still on or not.
Yeah,
audio.
No, looks good.
Okay.
Sounds good.
I was just trying to figure out why my headphones wasn't working. Right. I think
how do I connect the two cameras for the shot? What's the best way for that? How are you doing that? Just for my knowledge.
Go to your settings.
Yep.
And you'll have the options of camera, audio, vertical background.
Yeah, so you connect a couple of cameras. Roger, yep. Camera, audio, general. Well, thanks. I'm learning. You can always teach an old dog, I tell you. They say you can't. but I'm definitely I'm learning the trade or the tricks or the.
Well,
just-
StreamYard's got a lot of interesting features. I've been playing with it a little bit myself, and there's a lot you can do with it.
Yeah, it's good to, well, it's good to be in the music, especially now. Like where I used to live, I could travel an hour one way, an hour the other way, and I could meet thousands of really quality musicians and see them play live and talk to them and carry on. But I now live on the island at the bottom of Australia, so it's a bit harder to get to see quality that there is. I'm sure they're out there. I just haven't discovered them down here yet. I've gone
In
to.
the olden days, they used to call that place a carbuncle on the arsehole of the world.
Yeah, yes, they did. This is actually
They did.
the whole island is actually.
And you're finding out why the cold. But it's nothing like what what Matt would feel in Tennessee at times.
Yeah, they'd get you. What would be your winter conditions over there, mate? What you get a bit of snow?
Oh yeah, we get snow. I'm still trying to figure out these headphones. Yeah, it can get cold here, but I mean it's not. I don't think Frank and Tina get as much snow as we do.
It's not Boston cold, is it? It ain't Boston cold.
No, it don't get that cold.
Yeah, Andy lived at Boston for a while.
We are
minus 35 Fahrenheit with the wind chill of minus 70 in Danville, New Hampshire is absolutely brutal for any human being. And I do not understand how Canadians do what they do.
No, not near that cold here.
They're always at minus 70.
No.
Yeah, it's country music was first recorded in Matt's area. Good on you. Good on you. Thanks for the information there, Frank. Yeah, but like I was saying before, it's you got people with who cracked 1,000 and are chasing the 4,000 viewing hours. Yeah, well, I'm in no need. I don't need to do that. I don't really need to chase anything from the platform. I'm happy just to do what I do. Like on my Australian radio on this page here. I put up songs. I've got that many songs on there that have they don't strike it. They just hit you up for copyright, which is great because that way that fraction of a cent will go to the band, and that's why I do it, to try to support the band. So yeah, it's like you said, Matt. You're not here to make money. You're more here to make friends, to be honest.
Now your other channel is called Radio Jonesy.
That's the one.
Okay, I'll have to see if I don't have that one. I'll have to look that up.
Yeah, well, that one I bought a new house and it's on a sloping block of about a 45-degree angle of a block of land, and it's just really goes up about 90 meters. Or how many feet's that, Andy?
90 meters.
Yeah. It's like a football field.
About 130 yards, something like that, 120 yards.
Yeah, and I got a lot of land on the hill that I got to work out how to best use it. I'm going to I started a garden not that long back, and these local wallaby things, they're called paddy melons. They're little. You'll see them on the video. I planted some seedlings and thought this is going to be a pretty good. The earth and the ground is a really rich red, brown, rich soil, and it's good for growing. But the local wildlife just come in and devour it. So I've got to either get a dog or put up a bigger fence or do something.
Electric fence will sort the bastards out.
Yeah, but yeah, they're interesting little animals. They come in at night. Like last night, I went out with the spotlight just for a bit of fun, just to see if there was none on the. I've got this lower level that's flat, and I went to buy some grass, like some rolled turf, and there's a couple of local businesses down here. They said they don't have any this time of year. It's winter. You can't grow grass. We don't. We do it. We'll start getting it ready for the upcoming spring. And I had there's a real rich dirt. So when you walk on it, you actually walk it in the house. So I really wanted to get some grass coverage on it. So I went down the local hardware store and bought the $5 box of seeds, and just freezing cold weather, I just sprinkled them over the dirt and basically the rain. And now I've got this lovely little green lawn.
No wonder the Hindley Street Country Club ended up in the Supreme Court, Jonesy.
Is that what that's?
There's some money being made by someone there.
Right.
17 million, 16 million, 17 million,
Views.
7 million, 6, 4.
Yeah, but
averaging 31,978 views a day.
yeah, but they're that close to the original. Surely they're getting copyrighted.
Oh, they're paying licensing. Otherwise, it's the only way you can make money. If you're going to put a cover up on the internet,
Yeah.
you pay for the license and do the right thing so you can make sure that you make the coin out of it. If it's playing the audio track, so that someone's making a shitload of money out of the Hindley Street Country Club, and it's no surprise it ended up in the Supreme Court in Adelaide.
Well,
There's still processes going on, Jonesy, with that, eh?
oh, mate, let it ride. Let that one run. I'm not a fan of like that.
I'm not a big fan of it either, but it just shows you that YouTube can become a cash fountain for some.
Oh, for sure.
It can be.
You're coming in twice. Oh, I'm coming in twice. What's going on there? It's not me. How we going? Have you got it running somewhere?
No, I just hear you guys once.
You're not getting the delay?
No.
No.
Well, I'm getting me twice.
Okay, I'll hang up.
All right, mate. Thanks for your help. And he's just hung up. Yeah, it's a strange one. I'm hearing myself in about a second delay twice. So you're not getting that, Matt?
No, you're coming in clear here.
Okay, well that's awesome. Like I said, I'm learning. I've just got to say, I've got the StreamYard. I've got this one on it. I'll turn that off. Turn that off. Hey, what is the time over there, my friend?
Well, tell my age here. I could get my glasses to see the time.
But I wear mine 24/7.
10:15 p.m.
Okay, 10:15. It's quarter past midday here on. Is it Tuesday? I'm assuming. I lose track because I haven't got a routine anymore. I'm gonna have to find myself a part-time job somewhere just to. I'm semi-retired, but I just want to. Oh God, I can't look at this. I gotta. What's going on here? The sounds doing me head. So I'm gonna just get something to do. Just. Maybe I'll put the headphones. My studio speakers are on. Okay. No, studio speakers are up. I'll just I'll sort of talk and see how this works. But, no, I'm just testing the gear. I moved to a new state. Got a new problem to play with. So that got my hands full. But I'm having fun every day doing something.
Is my audio coming through strange to you, or is it still clear?
Your audio is perfect. When I talk, it sounds like this. It continues. There's always a double echo.
Okay, you're getting.
There you go, Frank. You hear me clear?
YouTube or something.
No, Frank's saying delay is here. Okay. So it's me. Let me have a look at the settings. Audio. My roadcaster. My mixing disc. Take the phone off. Even the delays on that. I get two lots of drums. Awesome. Mic and speaker. I don't know. That's a very strange one. I just started too. Get rid of that. Matt's clear, and you're saying Matt's clear, but I'm not. Jonesy has a delay.
It's got to be on your end. I've got the YouTube running, but I've got it muted. Let me kill it. See if that helps. Okay, now I'm off of it.
No, you couldn't hear me talking that, could you? Don't do that. Yeah, that's strange. It's just started. Haven't done anything different. Well, I'm here.
I need to get out of here anyway. Let me back out and see if that helps you.
Thanks, Matt. I really appreciate your help, my friend.
No problem. Talk to you later, Frank and Tina.
Thanks, Matt. Yeah. Well, how's that sound, Frank? Now I haven't got the delay. I wonder what was going on there. Earth to Frank. How is that? Sounds good this end. Anyway, well, I'd just like to say, yeah, thanks, Frank, for popping in. And anyone else who's on the stream, it says I got 5 watching, which is unbelievable. Say hi if you're watching. I can only. Oh man, what am I doing? I'm looking at the wrong screen. There we go. I keep adjusting stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna probably put a couple of cameras up in the studio and what happened there? Yeah, and do a few little things. But I've been testing this, and I've realized I can do stuff like this now. So let me just have a quick look down here. What have we got? Here's a nighttime view of something. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, this is. I was out doing a walk one night, and this helicopter was coming in to pick up a car accident, unfortunately, about 3 a.m. And what was I doing at 3 a.m. walking around the streets, trying to lose weight. Yeah, anyway, so that's when the video's up. I can just remove that from there. Remove. Okay. So how? This is another test. Yes. Well, the delay stopped from my end, Matt, when you clicked off. So yeah, I'm not sure what it was, but anyway, it's all good. It's all good. I'd rather try to get some little kinks out before I invite some guests on to do an interview, and I want to get some camera angles right, and I want to, probably get further away from the camera because who wants to look at this? Yeah, bullfed. Still wearing my overnight beanie. This is the beanie I wear at night because it gets a bit cold on the old bald head. People are trying to tell me to put plugs in, Frank. Like, why would you? I got a few friends that have done it, and they just say, "Oh, you can't go out singing on stage like that." Yeah, not sure what it was either, Frank. Well, this is. Hang on, let me just try share. Yeah, so how do they do slides? No, I'm not going to do that. How do you share somebody else's? I seen this yesterday. People were talking about other people's pages. No, it wasn't the road there, Andy. It was something that I don't know what happened. When Matt went off, it started to work again. So yeah, the Odd Collective ALT. So that's let me find Frank's one for you. I got to do this again. Yeah. So what's your thoughts? Should we be doing chats like this in the future with guests? I think that's what I'm going to do. Just got to work out how to get them on. That's another thing. All right. So what if I do? Oh yeah, I got to do this. Sorry for the. I'm just trying to work out this here and then go. And then go there. I know if. How do you do mods, Frank? That's a question I need to work out. How do I make you a mod for here or for the other page when I do it? Copy that. Go to there. There we go. Paste that. Hey, Steve Rogness. That's good to see you, brother. Yes, I am trying it out. I'm doing a test just to see if it's good to see you on YouTube. How do I show? Hey, I worked another trick out. There you go, Andy. That's our good mate, Steve, who, let me say, has been a long time supporter of the radio station. And as we heard Frank in the past, doing his little thing. Click that. I should have I'll know how in the future to have all this stuff at my fingertips. Yeah, thanks for you're good, Frank. Yeah, if you'd like to support Frank and Tina, they've been long time supporters of me as well. There we go here. Hey, Frank, this is how you did your promo before for us. This is Steve. He's on now. Steve Rognus. Have a listen to this one, Frank. This is a pro.
This is Steve, and I listen to Australian Radio Indie because they got all my favorite bands, and they even play bands I didn't even know I like yet.
Yo. Hot and humid. And there's another one from Steve.
This is Steve, and I find all my favorite songs on the greatest radio station in the world, Australian Radio Indie.
And we might as well make it a trifecta, a triple play from Steve Rognus.
This is Steve, and Australian Radio Indie rocks my house and my neighborhood too.
That's one of my favorites because he's got the music pumping and even the neighbors are hearing it. Love your work there, Mr. Rognus. Yeah, thanks, Matt. I really appreciate your help, my friend, and thanks for your time. Yeah, so looks like it's working on this end there. Thanks. I can see and hear you fine. Thank you, Steve. Hang on, Steve. Let me have a look at this. Steve Rognus. Where are you? Would you want to jump up on screen, Steve? If I share the link, how do you paste it to the top? Share. Invite. That's what you got to press. Copied. And then you go out of there and you go to there. I'm learning this as we go. There you go. Anyone else want to jump up on board? Click that link and we'll see how it works. But yeah, I'm only doing a test run. So then there's only 3 people. So that'd be Andy, Steve, and Frank. So thanks, guys, for checking it out. Yeah, and it's good that we can do the phone call too through the Rodecaster Pro, the mixing desk. Oh yeah, we got to hang on. How do you get rid of that now? Oh. Most awesome channel on the planet. I know you're a really long time supporter, mate, and I really appreciate your support. We have been having some. We had a blackout overnight again. Power was out for about 4 hours. I haven't got a generator backup, so it's just when it's out, it's out, and it seems to drop. When it does drop, it disappears. It comes back and then goes again, then comes back and goes again. So, mate, I'm in a new state. I just don't know the power system. Why? I had the power company come out to the building and they said there's another someone else's power supply is on your property, so we have to sort that mess out. So might have something to do with that. Yeah, that would be good, Steve, if you could do some and just email me, mate. I stopped doing the web page. My good mate Tim over there at WHER, he wants to start up a page for me there, so we're going to basically go that way. And yeah, so that's the old email, which is the old Lake Macquarie FM stations one, but I can still get that. So looks like you're the last man standing there, Steve. I only got one viewer on, so it's just me and you, brother. Do you want to come on for a bit of a test run for me? If you click that link, the StreamYard link, and we'll just do a like a 30-second thing if you want, just to see it works good. Are you watching on your phone or your computer or your iPad? Well, there you are. Hang on, let me go.
Sorry,
There you go.
trying
There
to
you
get.
go.
Go ahead.
You're there, mate.
I'm here. Are you there?
Yeah, loud and clear. Let me go that way. Let me see. Whoop, not that one. Let me go that way. That way. Yeah. So, how are you, mate?
I'm doing well. How you doing?
Oh, I'm semi-retired. Bought a new house in a different state, and it's bloody cold.
No, we had hot and humid today. It's supposed to be nicer tomorrow, but yeah, of course it is that season, I guess here. So
Yeah. Yeah, mate. It's like I'm thinking of doing this, and then running a music one with music on this channel, and on my other channel I got Radio Jonesy. That's another YouTube page that I've got more home stuff on there. So if you wanted to see more of what I get up to or what I'm doing, it's on YouTube's. Let me see if I can do that for you. Yeah, mate, I'm having a lot of fun on the YouTube community at the moment. So I'm just doing some stuff in the background. So yes, it's interesting times. Click this, got to click that. There we go. So then we go there, we go copy. Then I come back to here. I go down to here. Yeah, thanks, Frank. I really appreciate your support, mate, and love your work, brother. So that's Frank was in having a chat earlier on. I've been going for an hour and a half now. As Andy was on the phone to me. This is how we done it, Steve. Andy was on the phone to me, and I said to him, "We're going to try a bit of StreamYard stuff, and we can do some interviews with people all over the globe, And I just got to learn how to use the software. I don't like OBS, what is it? Open Broadcast Systems. I'm having trouble with that. I'm not really getting my head around it. And this is the free version of StreamYard. So, yeah, I just got to set up the studio a bit better, put the cameras in a bit better, make myself look a bit more pretty, put my makeup on, have a shave.
Hey, free is for me, man. Whatever works. So
yeah, no. And like I said, I always, see you next time, Frank. I really appreciate your support, mate. And yeah, Frank, do you see there Frank and Tina is on the comment section, like commenting away? He's Frank on that video I put up with that a little while ago on this channel. Boxcar, what was it called? It was called your channel. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, I titled it Frank the Blue Star from Frank and Tina. But yeah, that was it's Boxcar something, the band he was in. He just got the one video that I pinched it and tarted it up a little bit, just done a few little changes to it and put it on YouTube. And yeah, no, he quite dig the limelight. So yeah. So what goes on in the life of Steve Rogness?
Well, 3 weeks from today, I'm getting a new knee because I've been hobbling. So it's a bitch to get old, my friend. Let me tell you that. So, but we got a boiler inspector. One of my side projects that I help with, we've got a stationary steam engine with a 25-foot flywheel. And here in Illinois, the boiler, their boiler guys are crazy, and we got to have it inspected every 2 years. And the guy comes up and you play nice. And he's coming Wednesday, so that's kind of my big thing this week is getting that done.
Is this a train?
We have a train too. We have a steam train. This is this wheel doesn't move. It was built in 1914, and they used it to roll out zinc when they made like bathtubs and batteries and stuff like that. So
Yeah, right.
I'll have to dig up some pictures and send them to you. It's pretty impressive that they could build something like that way back then. So,
And do you do much on YouTube? I haven't seen you on YouTube.
no, I haven't, and I guess more people are. I guess I need to start doing that because I share it on this Facebook, of course. But yeah, I need to look more into the YouTube because I see more and more people are doing that. So,
well, yeah, I put the link to the radio station on a few videos that I do, and lo and behold, all these new listeners are jumping on board. So that's sort of the motivation to do more. Facebook, I've lost faith in Facebook's terrible. It all they do is bombard you for money. They just want you to spend money on that. But you post something like them radio station posts that I put out, it gets seen by about, I think, 30 people, and you've got hundreds, if not thousands, of supporters out there. And back in the day, you put that post out and everyone that wanted to see it would see it. But, it is what it is, mate. Today, it's all about money. The whole world, as you know, the world runs by commerce and money. So everyone's trying to work out the best way of making their money for themselves. So, yeah.
oh. No, I know what you're saying. And yeah, I mean, because there's stuff I don't get on this Facebook anymore. I used to, and they always, we'll do a post for the thing I work on, on the side, and then, oh yeah, do you want to boost that? And of course they want money and all that happy stuff.
Sure.
It's like, I'm not paying for that. That's not what this is about. So, but
it's hard enough to make a buck, mate, let alone to give it away to multi-millionaire enterprises.
exactly. Somebody you don't even know, hey, got your hand in your pocket. Oh wait, that's all the politicians over here. Never mind. So
yeah. Well, good luck with all those new elections coming up. Whichever way it goes for you, hope it works out.
Oh, it's a mess. We just got through the primaries here last month, and I'm telling you, it was my mailbox every day had 3 or 4 pieces of mail, and my shredder definitely got to work out. So
there's money in politics, mate. For the right people, they make some money if you get in the right places. But yeah, mate. Hey, my doors. You're welcome here anytime. If you ever fly out to Australia and you want to come to Tasmania, there's always a room at my place for you, brother.
Excellent. No, I would love to make the trip someday. Like I said, I'm getting through my knees, and then I'm actually going to be mobile. I've been mobile for a couple of years. I finally went and saw the specialist, and he's like, dude, where have you been? Why didn't you come a year ago? So he kind of chewed my ass. So, but we're finally moving in the right direction. So,
and how you going weight wise? Have you got any tips to lose any weight?
Well, I gave up beer and switched to whiskey. That seemed to help a bit, but
right.
I just, I cut back on how much I was eating. Instead of having 2 burgers for lunch, I'd only have 1 and stuff. So, and it seemed to help. I had a pre-op appointment today, and I lost 18 pounds in the last month and a half. So
nice. Yeah. I'm going to start walking. For one thing, I'm going to find myself a part-time gig somewhere down here that I got to actually move. Do some physical movements, because I can sit in this chair and talk all day long to plenty of people, and it's it is what it is. Yeah, you got to be active. That's another thing too. And if you get your knee done, mate, that's what it's only going to help you get out and about.
Well, and that's, my paying gig, I work on computers and copy machines. So I'm still up and moving. I'm moving, it's slowed me down, but I'm not letting it stop me. So, so I'm up and moving every day, which I think helps a lot too.
So what do you do with computers?
Well, most of the time I get pissed off at them and then I fix them for people. So.
Yeah, on this, mate. I've got in this one little room here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 hard drives, all got a different purpose. and when one goes down, I try to cut that out of the system somewhere. But yeah, no, that's it's well, there's money in computers. The guy I used to deal with is he's 3,000 miles up the road. I'm not going to go to him anymore. And you know where we live as well. Where I'm living here, if you go south, it's all the Arctic Ocean all the way to the South Pole. So
Okay.
there's no one between us and the South Pole. So the bottom of Australia is like the coldest part of the nation. And like it is the middle of winter, so we got to expect it being cold. It's actually the sun's out today, so it's a balmy. I think it's a balmy 10 degrees Celsius. It's going to get down to 0 overnight. But yeah, but in summer it's quite nice here. It's actually where this is like a Hawaii by the Antarctic, if that makes any sense. A lot of mountains. There's beautiful scenery, waterfalls, and there's beaches. There's just an awesome place. And you can see it all in a few days. It's not that large to drive around, but my wife always wanted to retire here, so down we come. So she got ill, and then said before we finish life, let's have one more adventure and let's move to Tasmania, and down we come.
No, dude, that's cool. Here we got cornfields, and we got some hills and stuff. And my daughter was dating a guy who was down from Champaign, which is about 3 hours south here, and everything is flat down there. And he would come up here, and it would drive him crazy because we'd have curves and hills on the roads, and he didn't know quite how to deal with it. It was kind of funny. So,
yeah, mate. So one of our daughters decided to come with us. I got one daughter is moving to Canada in about 8 months. So her partner wants to work in some oil rig somewhere or some place out in the middle of nowhere where you earn some good money, and they've both been offered residency. So they're heading off to Canada for a bit of an adventure. The eldest daughter lives up near on the Central Coast, near where we were. She's got a pretty cool gig where she runs a licensed club, so she's not going nowhere in a hurry. But the middle one, man, she's got 3 university degrees, and probably it's probably worked about 6 months of her life, if that. The rest of it's just doing study. I don't think she's ever going to stop.
We call them professional students here.
Well, yeah, she's going down that path in a hurry. But yeah, it's good to have her around the house, especially when I travel, get out, and looking forward to getting back over to the States very soon. So I'll give you a yell I'll definitely give you a yell when I'm going, and see if we can catch up somewhere at some time.
No, that would be cool. I know last time I think you were in Kansas. You were close because my daughter had contacted. Oh, she contacted you.
Yes, she did.
Farm seller. So I mean, you guys were close. So
yeah, we're going heading up to Nebraska. But we had our roadies were from Indianapolis. What place were they from? They were lovely people too. I've got that much footage from that storm cellar trek. We were going to interesting story, like the band were going to the competition, and one of the TV stations out here said, look, if you get past the second round of the IBC, we'll run a TV. We'll put it on it's called Australian Story. It's like little documentaries, and they wanted footage, so they paid for me to go and film everything. So I filmed all this footage and had a great time while I was away, and they got knocked out in the first round, and they didn't use any of the footage. So now I've got footage galore of all sorts of stuff, and I don't know if you know much. Storm Cellar sort of changed a bit. The female singer left, and the lead guitarist left. and they got another guitarist in, and then the bass player, he's gone, and they got another bass player in. The band's changed a bit, but really cool guys. Really cool guys. Interesting guys.
No, I know I enjoy their stuff. I think Defiance was the first album of theirs I got, and I really, really enjoyed all of that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to get you guys' stuff, except for the few things I've gotten from you and Glenn Bidmead. I got to get it off of iTunes, which I hate. I like the physical stuff. I'm old school that way, but
Yeah.
hey, as long as I got the music, I'm happy. So
you want anything, mate? You sing out, and I'll organize it for you.
okay,
Yeah, you just sing out who you want, and I'll sort it out. Because I got tons of stuff, mate.
sweet. Oh, that'd be cool.
The Black Label band, Steve Mulray.
No, I don't know that one.
Oh, you would have heard them. I play it quite regularly. Well, they've just restarted as instead of being Black Label like BL, they've rebranded, and it's Steve Mulray plus an old guitarist. They're now called Lawless Breed. I don't know if you can see that.
Dude,
The album's called Blood Money. And I'll send you over one of these copies if you like.
No, that'd be sweet.
Yeah, it's heavy, but I'm sure you'll like it. He sent me down a couple. I'll just got to remember where to send it. Send me a. Oh man, you got my email?
I don't know. No, I think we contact usually through Messenger. I don't think I have your email. No.
All right. Well, we'll search out. We won't leave nothing here, but we'll contact each other on the Messenger or whatever, and send me your address, mate, and I'll go whack that in the post, and some other little things I got here. Yeah, I got some old CRS records that you might like too. They're country radio. When I was at the country station, CRS is country radio singles, and all the artists pay them to promote their music going overseas, going to the stations. So they send you like a compilation, not for sale CD. Like you get the CD and it's got all the songs that are new to that month. And I got hundreds of them. But it's country music.
Yeah, I like everything. I'm not a big rap guy, and that's about it. I like pretty much everything. I just, so I went to a new record store down in Danville, Illinois, when my daughter was living down there, and I don't even remember what I bought. It was a bunch of different stuff, and the guy's like, "Well, it's hard to pigeonhole you because I can go from hard to, my mom listened to Air Supply, so I still don't mind listening to some Air Supply." And everybody's like, "Really?" And I'm like, they got some good stuff. So it's, everything's worth a listen, I think. So.
Well, yeah, mate. Like I said, I've been to probably 6 Devo gigs in Australia when Devo were huge. So every time they come out to Australia, I always, no matter where they went to, I could have travelled 1,000 kilometres just to see them, but I went there. But I really got into that electronic sound. They got real, I don't know, commercial, I suppose you want to say, later in life. But their early stuff was just raw, just crazy rock with the electronics. So I was right into that years ago as they were little young. It really upset a few people, I tell you. Everyone said, "You're an idiot going to support these guys." And I said, "Mate, you're missing out. You're not seeing it. You're just jumping on the bandwagon with everybody else." But yeah, that's just one band. But yeah, mate, no, that's like I said, I was testing this out. What I'm going to do is just invite some artists in, and I'll be able to do something short and sweet, promote them, put their song out, and stick it on the page, and then on this one I'll play the music on this one, because the YouTube copyright it. but that's not a problem, as you realise. It goes to the band. And on the other one, I'm going to just have a bit of fun with and try to separate the music, not combine the both. You have music on one and fun and games and shenanigans on the other.
Nah, what's the other one? I don't think I'm subscribed.
Radio Jonesy. Let me. Can you see the chat? You can't. Can you see the chat?
No.
No,
No, but I see it before I got on with the video, so I can go back and look at it. So
yeah. I'll put a link in there. Hang on, here we go. Copy that. Yeah. Come across to there. There. Yeah. It'll probably be. No one else is going to comment. It'll probably be the last comment. Paste and yeah. So the last. I just posted the link to the last station, but yeah, mate. No, it's I was surprised to catch you on here. I was just like I said, the missus is out for the day. The daughter's doing some degree studies or doing something online. She's in downstairs. I come out the back. I've got that much yard. Like I've got to. You'll see it when you watch the video. I got that much work to do in this property, but yeah. It's still going to be there tomorrow.
yeah, well,
it's not going nowhere.
it ain't going nowhere. So yeah, that's how I look at it. So
Yeah, no, look, probably going to get. We get these little kangaroos in little wallaby things. They come in and eat all the vegetation and the plants in the garden. So we're going to have to put a couple of fences up. They're cute and furry, and everyone goes, "Oh, aren't they gorgeous?" But when you plant some seedlings and some stuff out there, and they're completely gone the next morning, you just get the shits and go, "You little bastards!" I'll get like an old crazy. I'm like Homer Simpson at night, coming to the back door with a broomstick. I'll get you, you little. Mrs. goes, "Just sit down and relax." They're just trying to live. Once they put some food out for them somewhere, and they might leave that part of your garden alone, but I don't think so.
Speaking of a quick story, we had a guy. He moved out from Chicago, out in the country outside of where I live. The town I live in's got about 800 people, and he moved out. And he thought the raccoons were the coolest thing, and so every night he's putting out these. I swear to God, it must have been 10, 12 bowls full of dog food. And the raccoons would come in and eat, and then they kept getting in his buildings and stuff. And he figured out it probably wasn't such a good idea to be feeding them. So it was kind of funny. Like, dude, don't be doing that. Oh no, they're cute. So yeah.
Well, they do look cute. There's a guy on YouTube called the Raccoon Man, and he does that on his veranda. He comes out every night and puts bags of food out for him, and he gets 30 or 40 all climbing over him, and he's got all names for him, and he feeds them. And yeah, Raccoon Man, I think his page is. I haven't watched it for a while, but it's the same stuff. It's him filming. He's making money out of it. He's actually got thousands of subscribers, and you're getting hundreds and hundreds of people watching him. He's just an old bloke coming out in his porch going, "Where's all my children today?" And all these bloody raccoons all run up to him, and surely they got to have some sort of disease in them, being feral. I don't know.
I don't know, because we've got possums. You guys got them down there?
Possums. Yeah, our possums are not like your possums. Your possums are vicious little mongrels, like really ugly looking white sort of animals. Our possums are like these little furry cute things, but they're still they can be a pain. Like they get in your roof and stuff like that. But yeah, no, look up Google Australian possums and you'll see the difference, but they do the same thing.
So I just learned, I didn't know our possums eat chickens. I didn't know they did that. I know they burrow and stuff, but yeah, I got a friend, his wife's got chickens, and yeah, one got out at night and the possum got a hold of it. And she goes, "Do you want to see the video?" And I'm like, "I really don't need to see that." So, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I was looking at a homestead down, like a property down here. I was thinking of doing that, but I tell you what, buying a house down in this state is that hard. Like, as in, there's a lot of people coming here now. Like, the prices are right, and the mainland's top prices are going good. Like, we got a good price for our apartment, so we we sold the apartment and bought a 5-bedroom place overlooking the ocean. It's on a hill, but that's about the only thing. I've got to, mate, the older we get, the harder it's going to get to the front door. But got to go up about so many steps. Might invest in one of those old people's. You stand on the thing, press the button, and it takes you up.
Work smarter, not harder, So
Yeah, I'm hearing you, mate. But yeah, Claude Profandy, I think they had a gig the other day, Blow. He's in about 4 bands now in Sydney.
because I saw he was in Blow, and then what is it, Rock Cake, I think.
Yeah, well, Rock Cake, the guy, the bass player, the Asian-looking older guy, he was in Hush. You've heard of them, Hush, in the old days, in the 70s?
I looked it up and realized, he's kind of famous. I didn't realize it at the time. So, yeah, I kind of looked that up. So,
yeah, well, they were, he's made his money, obviously, and he's having a great old time. His 2 boys are, uneasy. Which one's the one in the band that was? He's having a few issues. One of the boys left the band, and the other boy come in. But then the other boy's gone out, and back come what's his name? The bass player. And
I should know this, and I don't. But
I should know it. I should know it too, mate.
Lou.
Yeah, Lou. Yeah, Lou's come back. He got sick of being in retirement. He's come back. But they go through drummers too. Like I've seen them play with about 5 different drummers, but I don't know why. It's hard to find a good drummer. I mean, a good drummer to stick. So there's Casey Barnes is a new. I've been playing his music for a long time, but he's just got picked up by a promoter, and yeah, he's actually doing good things, Casey, and he's just got Jeremy Barnes, who's the guitarist in Troy Kemp's bands, because Troy Kemp's now moved to Nashville. He's probably the best guitar picking player in Australia. He's playing in with Casey now, so really looking forward to seeing them play. They said they're going to come down here. They've got a couple of gigs down here, so yeah. But this is this has been a nice surprise anyway for me, catching up with you.
Yeah, and I don't think you and I have actually talked. I know we've messaged and stuff, but I don't think we've ever actually talked. So
yeah, well, usually I'm sort of these are nearly my pajamas. I come out here earlier this morning, and it's now 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I've brought the garbage bins in. I've done the radio show for WHER. I've made sure ARI still up and running. Yeah, I'm sort of, obviously there's a lot doing a loop. I've sort of slowed up a bit there, but I'm not getting the music. Like the music I'm getting these days is absolute crap.
Sure.
I just don't want to play it.
I understand, and that's part of how I found you guys, is because the stuff here I just and I've got probably 3,000 albums in my collection, so I bought anything I pretty much ever wanted, and they got the old bands will release stuff, and it's like I quit buying that, and then the new bands, it's like it's like, how quick can I make the money, and this stuff just isn't any good, and because I've had people ask, why do you listen to Australian stuff? I said, because it's how rock used to be here. That's how I look at it, and it's, it's good and, and accessible. All the artists are so accessible, Claude Profandy, and then Claude from Guy, he's, super cool too, and the other ones I've talked to. So you guys are just awesome people to talk to, totally accessible, which is, for me, that's cool, so.
Yeah, no, it's, they're probably, to be honest with you, Blow is probably the most underrated band in Sydney. That with their quality of their 2 albums, they should have been bigger than what they were. But you can say that with a number of bands. The young bloke Tyler James, he's just starting to. He's in Melbourne. He's just starting to do a new album and some new stuff, and he's sort of like the rockiest young bloke that I've sort of come across. I'm looking forward to his new stuff. He's only given me 3 songs, and I sort of, you can't really, you can't, if you play them all the time, it's just like Love Child. Yeah. Have you heard the latest with Love Child?
No, I haven't heard the. I've got the one, and then I bought, what is it? The Circus Comes to Town or whatever. I did find that one. No, I'm only 2.
Yeah. Well, they're
Whole lot
about
of it is. So.
yeah, whole lot of sassy. They're about to release another single, but Dennis is in a new band now. Dennis runs Love Child. Really, it's his baby. It's the guitarist. He is in this band with all pro musos, and they're called Atlantic Crossing. You know, the album from Rod Stewart.
Okay.
They named themselves that, and they just played a big theater up on the Central Coast, and they had it was full house. Like Love Child can't do that. Other bands can't do that, and so they got this big theater show in Sydney, the end of this month, in a few more weeks, and if that goes off, they're going to put them on like a national tour and then start re-releasing songs. And that band, Atlantic Crossing, might re-release some Love Child's tracks, so they'll be a little bit smoother, rockier. The lead singer has got this lovely rock voice, mate. Like, he was on The Voice over here, and he made it right to the final and didn't win, but he was too old to win, I'd say. Yeah, it's run by, that's run by Sony Music. So it's whoever Sony Music wants to promote over the next 12 months. Or actually, the winner gets a 5-year contract, and the runner-up gets 12 months. So you're better off being the runner-up, because you get supported for 12 months. You get to put an album out, and then you're free. Whereas if you win it, you might win a few extra dollars, but you're stuck there with them for 5 years, and it's not the best. But so you're listening to me just on your phone?
No, I've got
Okay.
when I get in bed,
I mean, right now, right this very minute.
Oh yeah, I'm on my phone right now. Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and you haven't got no headphones or nothing. You're just talking straight into the phone.
Yeah, no, yeah. I'm just sitting here in my kitchen talking to you. So
man, it sounds good. That's good. Oh, like I said, I'm testing the equipment, so like I can do that. I can do that. I haven't played with this before. Let me try this one. It doesn't do nothing. Why not?
Don't touch the wet one.
Yeah, that's it. What does that one do? That one does nothing. Yeah, see, like before I played, were you on when I played Andy Sing?
No.
I actually, what do we got here? Add to stream like this. Yeah, and then I put the sound like that. Oh, come on. Add to stream. So that's Andy.
He's certainly a character, I can tell you that.
Oh man, I've known him for a few years, and yeah, he's having some issues. He got flooded in his house. Yeah, he's got a lovely little place right on the river, but mate, it comes with problems, mate. When there's floods, he's like in a community of, I don't know how to describe it. There's like 10 little shacks on this big block of land. It's like you could say it's a commune, or but I don't know what it is. It's a bunch of old people chilling out, relaxing, smoking, having a great old time, drinking and sitting on the river. But when the rain comes and they flood, oh boy, it was. Well, there, I've learnt something here. I can't play him if I. Let me just practice some stuff here. No. computer. What are you doing to me? Oh, 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 oh. What happened? Did I go back to there? Add to stream. Yeah, I kicked you off for a bit. All right, let me just say that one. Remove from studio. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so like I've just discovered all this stuff. Like I could be just say, oh, sorry, get you back to split screen. Oh, there you go. I can just say I'm interviewing you and you're a muso or whatever, and you're from some fabulous band. I can say, and we're going to play his song, and here he is, the wonderful Steve Rogness.
This is Steve, and I find all my favorite songs on the greatest radio station in the world, Australian Radio Indie.
I can do all that sort of stuff now. I've worked all that out. Yeah, so this has been a very educational afternoon for me. But if I wanted to go there. All right, I'm going through my files. Let me see videos. What have I got in this little section? What's here? It's spooky. Yeah. That he heads to probably John Hunter Hospital. It's a helicopter. Let me have a look. Removed from studio. Okay, we'll go back to.
So we got one there.
Okay, you can hear that?
Yeah, I can hear that.
3 there.
Okay,
4 there. This big one here that goes up and across.
Press.
And down along there.
I'll get rid of that. All right, so let's have a look at this. See if this one comes up. That's where I used to live. I used to work here at this place. Oh. I've done something again. Don't press the thing, mate. Just. That's actually a pelican feeding station. So every afternoon, they used to come down and wild pelicans used to fly in, and they used to feed them buckets of fish. Yeah. Why? Why? It was a tourist destination. We get buses and buses of Asian tourists would arrive, and these wild pelicans, and they thought they were cute. They were wild, and they're all going like, "Let me do a selfie with you." And the birds, pelicans got a little hook on the end of their finger and in their beak, and they can. It's like a big fingernail. Yeah, so we had a few little mishaps.
Pecking your eyes out.
Well, let me just get rid of that again. So, like I said, mate, I'm just learning this equipment. So, here we go. That's all. I just got to then remove. All right. Okay. So now that's gone. So now we've gone back to small screen again. I wonder. Oh yeah, big screen. All right. I learned something else again.
Learn by doing, the best way.
Well, that's it, mate. There's no one watching. It's just me and you, so it's awesome. This is the way to do it, and I'll probably delete this after the thing. I won't promote this one, but yeah. So I'll go. Where are we? Share? No. Yeah. What's going on here? Remove from studio. There we go. So I'll go share a video file. See what else I can find in this little collection. That's all crap. Crap. Videos. Oh, here we go. This is better. Here's a little critters in my backyard. He's like a miniature wallaby.
Kind of looks like the squirrels we got up here. We call them tree demons up here.
Yeah, no, they're bigger than squirrels. They're more like a big jackrabbit, maybe.
Oh
But,
man,
he's
You
not
can
doing much.
wrap-
Is he?
horrible here this year. Oh my God,
The
they
rabbits.
ate the shit out of my tomatoes and my tomato plants. And,
Yeah, that's the thing with this. He does the same. This little bloke here, he's doing the same. So yeah, like I said, I'm learning as I'm doing this. So I'll go back to share. So just I had what else I got? Here's my local beach. This is about no, you idiot. Add to stream. Just not the best video. These are phone videos that I was throwing out that are actually in a folder. But that's just down the road from my place here. Let me tell you, that water's coming up from the Arctic Ocean. Anyway. Yeah, it was awfully windy too. Actually, I was just remove that. Yeah, well, I'm learning. Click the buttons and remove from studio. Go back to big screen. Share. Add an extra camera. I'm going to have to work out that system. Actually tidy up the... Tidy up. All right, here's the view from the front window. Just for something to do.
oh, dude, that's pretty.
That's at night, yeah. That's why we bought the oldest house in this street just because of this.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so there's ships over here. There's a working port in front of us there. So big ships come in and unload their stuff. And let's do that again. Yeah, this thing over here that's sort of yellow. That's a big pile of wood chips that goes to China for their paper manufacturing. So they cut down the trees. They got all these forest growing trees just to mill them up for wood chips. And yeah. Anyway, that's what a couple of ships come in for that. There's another ship that does direct to mainland and back, and another ships come in for cargo. But that's just interesting watching them come and go at night or in the day.
So, how far away are you guys from the mainland then?
Probably only about 400 kilometers, but it takes 10 hours by the ferry. If you put your car on the ferry, it takes about 1,000 people. Yeah, it takes about 10, depending if you have the right tides and the smooth waters, it could take 8 hours. If you have a rough sea and a slow going, it could take 12 hours. But averages, the 3 or 4 trips I've done recently is about 10 hours. So, yeah, I go over in the daytime and it's, I could go at night and you get a cabin and you can sleep, and you get up fresh and you're away. That's what most people do. But I like going in the day. You see porpoises and turtles and God knows all the sea life if you sit outside and watch.
Yeah.
Like what's this one? Hang on. No. Here's a daytime one. See what this one does. See that's a red boat coming in there. That's actually a submarine support vessel. So there's submarines out there wherever, and that's the thing that goes out and stocks them up.
Huh.
Yeah, I had to research it, and I was looking at all the names of the ships coming in, and I just walked down there and got the name of the boat and Googled it, and it's it's a Navy ship, but it doesn't say it's Navy, but it's a submarine support vessel.
I guess that way the bad guys don't know to target it.
I'm assuming so. We were watching it coming and going quite regularly, and we just thought, wonder what, what's this thing doing? And it's a funny ship because it's only a third of the size of the other ships that come in, and so I couldn't read the name, so I had to go down there's a big car park down the front here, and you park your car and walk down like to the edge. It's all fenced off, but you can see. And as they reverse into their spot, and you're watching them load with cranes all these sort of supplies onto the back of the ship, and it's got their little crane as well. But anyway, like I said to you, mate, I'm testing. Oh, God, click that. Remove from studio. That's it. Go back to two big buffheads. That's us. And what else I can staggerly find in this little collection? What's this one? So you're getting a home movie show here, mate, that I haven't shown anyone. Oh, that's at the back of my place. That's a quick one too. Anyway, I got you can see how steep that block of land is. Just trying to work out what to do with it. Remove from studio. Oh man, I'm a professional. Yeah, I've got that. And there we go. Share. Yeah, well, thanks for sticking around and helping me out here.
No, thanks for having me in. So, like you said, yeah, we were working on the boiler, getting it ready. He's coming Wednesday, so I got home and just putzing around, and I saw you were on, so I'm like, cool. So,
yeah, that's the sunrise from the house.
Oh, dude, that's nice. That's beautiful.
Yeah, well, it's sort of. I think the house is about 80 years old, built in the 40s. But yeah, the 1940s, I think, and it's obviously got some old house problems, but definitely was, as you look around the house, I see.
I can relate. Mine was built in 1898, so
wow.
But there's a hemlock tree out at the edge of my driveway. It's not mine; it's the neighbor's. But the guy that used to live next door, he had pictures because the railroad used to own all his property before there were houses, and he had pictures of cows around that tree before there were any houses here. So that tree is like ancient. So, and it's huge. If it ever falls, it's going to crush the back half of my house. So,
wow. Well, it's sort of cool and scary.
Oh, yeah, it's very cool. Except the damn new neighbor won't trim the tree, and it gets snow on it in the winter, and it drags on my car. And I'm like, dude, come on, you're killing me. So,
yeah, right.
I called tree. They're like, well, it's not on your property. We can't do anything. And I'm like, that blows. Oh, there he is.
Yeah, there's the critter. They're called paddy melons. I've never heard of them. They're not on the main part of Australia because they've all got killed by wild dogs and things. But yeah, over here in Tasmania, they're like roadkill everywhere. They're like this because we've got a big block of land here, and there's sort of big blocks right along where I am. Well, they sort of find a place to live out their life, and they just, the locals here that are living here now has told me that they're like generations of these things, and this is all they know. So yeah, they've always come into my backyard and eaten the grass. Apparently, well, they're gonna get a rude shock shortly.
Surprise. Sounds
That's
like
it.
they call them groundhogs here. I'm sure they got some technical name, but yeah, they'll get in and dig underneath foundations and stuff. Oh my God. And you can't trap them. You can't, they're wascally little things. So they suck, but
Yeah,
we don't have a whole lot of problem in town. They're mostly out in the country. So
yeah, right. Let me get off there. I won't let you put stills up. I was trying to put a picture up. Open. No. So you can't put still pictures up. You can only put me. Yeah, but well, that's the software. I could use OBS, but like I said, it's way too. This is I'm like, what am I now? 2.5 hours into playing with it, and yeah, it seems to be working pretty good. So you'll probably notice. I'll do. I'll be interviewing people and recording people. I'll probably do it live, and then I'll leave it on the channel. As what have I got here? This one is 2 minutes. What's on this one? This would be a nighttime version. A little. Here he is in the corner. Oh, does it come up? Hasn't? Ah, Jesus. So I went too quick. I went straight to the video instead of going share. I gotta go share. I gotta go video file. Gotta go down. I gotta find that same one for 2 minutes. This one. And up he pops. Hopefully. There he is. He's over in the corner here.
his eyes.
Well, we thought they were really nice when we first moved in. There he is, hiding away. You see all the ground now. I tried to buy grass, like, because all that dirt just walks straight into your house. So I tried to buy grass, rolled turf, and they just kept saying we don't have it here. You can't get it until spring. And oh, geez, he's going slow. What's going on there? And yeah, long story. I went down to the local shop and bought a $5 box of seed. And I said, I'll show you this brick grass can't grow, and I just sprinkled the seed out. And man, I haven't mowed it yet, but it's going to be due for a mow shortly. It's looking pretty good.
Cool.
Instead of 260 odd bucks for turf, $5 bag of seed. There he is. He looks like a big rat.
Yeah.
Jeez, it's going slow, but I wonder why that one is slow. Yeah, well, anyway, it's that one. What if I do that?
Oh, there you go.
No, well, that's not what I want. What if I do that? We were. And that must mean just the video. If I press this one, yep. I've got to get rid of that. How do you get rid of Australian radio? Share. Hide. Hide it. No, it's still there. Stop mute. Anyway. Well, yeah, I can get videos on. So go to there. Remove from studio. See at the bottom of the screen where it's got the what I see if I press that show Tina.
Yep.
Then I press hide. Okay, that's got it. All right. And you're up as Steve and radio. Well, what's that?
It says
Background noise. All right. Yeah, Radio Jonesy. When I went to start the stream, I was going to do it on the other channel.
okay.
But I as a bit of a test. But yeah. Anyway, I'm working it all out slowly, mate.
Okay. Slow and steady wins the race, man.
That's it, brother. That's it. I got to get a better mic. So this is the radio mic where you can really, how you going out there? Like you can get in there. This is actually a musician's mic. So when you're singing on stage, it's yeah, you know, it doesn't get that background noise, you know.
Gotcha.
But I want to get. I will probably best to get a normal, what everyone doing podcast mics, and just have it sort of sitting, not space, but somewhere like that. Where see how you can hardly hear me now.
Yeah.
See how you can hardly hear me when I'm over here like this.
Yep.
I should have a mic there instead of there, but anyway, like I said, well, maybe I should have a face like this.
see no evil.
Yeah, but like I said, I go to bed with that beanie on to keep me bloody bald head from freezing at night. But yeah, mate, yeah, we're having a nice cool. I'm used to like 17 degrees Celsius to 35. Sort of lived in that temp all my life, and now we're down here and it's like 0 to 12. Like, so it's a bit of a change for me. But apart from that, once winter's out of the way, it'll go to about 5 to 20, be around there. But yeah, so it's like I said, we're the closest to the South Pole. So oh, hello, we got still going. Andy's come back. Yeah, mate, we're testing very well. It's working. I'm working out how to do a few things, and brother Steve is still yeah. Illinois is colder, he just said. Yeah, I think we all realize that. I'm just why don't you click that link and see if you can come in? See the link on, say, 3 above the chat there? Just tidy up your room. Or tidy up something. Are you on your phone or your laptop? Or your iPad? Or your TV? Try the Shaw 58. Yeah, this is the Sennheiser. The Sennheiser 845. Yeah, well, I quite like this one. The Shaw, I got the Shaw, but it doesn't sound as good. It's just the sounds funny over here, but when you're really doing the radio stuff, it really sounds a little bit better. This one, I've changed my mic. I don't know if you noticed any sound difference in the newer shows, Steve.
Not really. No, I haven't. So,
have you noticed much of the replays?
no.
Like,
well, every once in a while I can catch one because it's like, oh, I heard that them 2 songs together, but not a whole lot. So, because like at night, I'll have Alexa pop you guys on, and then I'll set a timer and it shuts off in an hour or whatever. So, but and then like break you guys up when I'm doing bookwork and stuff. So.
Yeah, no, well that's awesome. I've got like this. I used to do like 2 or 3 hours every day, and that would go in the list. And now I do an hour every day, and then there's other stuff that's older that comes in behind it. So yeah, I'm sort of, as long as you're not saying, geez, I was like listening to the same cassette time and time again, it's good. I'm happy with that. You're my my critic. I can take that comment.
No, I haven't noticed at all. Like I said, every once in a while I'll catch, them two songs were together, yesterday or whatever. But dude, no, not much.
Yeah, mate. Well, appreciate that. What have we got? Let me have a look. Come over to here. Right now, there's 222 people tuning in right this very second. And what's playing? Let me have a look. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah, one of the newer ones. So, oh, that's good. People are listening. That's the main thing.
Oh, right.
All right. I'm still clear. Yeah, man. I got about 15 tabs open.
Yeah.
All right. Now I'm back to where I can see you. Yeah, Andy's come and gone. Are you still there, Andy? It says 0 at the top, so I'm assuming you've come and gone. Right. Were you here when Andy was on the phone?
No, I was.
Yeah, that worked pretty well too. Actually, not many people are doing that with their streams there, but so I can. Well, I'll start using that little skill. I'm a bit different from other people that are doing it. So, yeah.
So, cool.
Yeah, mate. No, like I said, it's what's going on? Yep. Come back to here. I just get little notifications that things are happening, so I'm just going jumping ship. I've got it. You ever go on to Rumble much, Steve?
Rumble?
Yeah. It's the alternative to YouTube. It's mainly right wing stuff, but
no, I haven't even heard of that actually. So
yeah, Rumble. It's the icon's green. Yeah, RUMBL. I've got one there that's ARI Radio. I've actually I've only been there a short time, and I've made $15.25 US in a short time there. And on YouTube, I've been here for years and made zip. So I don't know if that's good or bad, but it's sort of stagnated. The old WHER boys are doing really well with it. They're putting out their content, and they're getting hundreds of views, and making a few dollars every video that they put out. So they just keep pumping them out, and they're doing good.
Oh, that's cool.
He's an interesting dude. Like Dennis Val from Love Child got interviewed by him, and then he contacted me and said, "Have you heard of these guys?" And I said, "No." Then he goes, "Oh, you should check them out. They're similar to you." And I've gone, "Oh, yeah, all right." And I sort of checked them out at the wrong time. They were playing some really bad stuff, and I'm going, "Oh man, I really can't sit here and listen to this." And then contacted him and said, "Would you like me to send you over some music? Are you looking for some music, or are you happy with what you got?" And he says, "Oh mate, I'm always open for some music." So I just sent him over a bit of a test run, and he just said, "Oh, the quality of the bands you got there, mate, is sensational." And now if you flick to his station, which right now, right, I'm just flicking across. He's got a really good web page too that runs. He's playing LPL Conformity right this very second. Like, it's just finished. He's playing an ad coming up right now.
It's summertime, and here at Smith Jewelers on 2nd Avenue in downtown Franklin, we have an excellent selection of summer anklets, bracelets, rings of all kinds, necklaces, pendants, and custom jewelry for all budgets. Planning an engagement, wedding, or special occasion,
You can hear that?
Smith has been helping the community with important choices since 1958. So rock the summer in style at Smith Jewelers in downtown Franklin, Virginia.
All right, so he's going to go country now with Chandler James. So he's an American. I haven't heard him. So, and let's have a look at poor old. Hey, all right, what are we doing? Is it a guitar solo? Man, I hear that much music. I hear that much music. I recognize it. It just doesn't jump out at me. It's the end of this. Oh, it's Black Label.
Okay.
That's who that is. Yeah. See what I say. There you go. The wonderful Black Label. And that fabulous tune, which is obviously one of my favorites from their collection, is called Midnight Ramblin'. And yeah, Black Label, they really know how to rock it. Let's hope Lawless Breed keep continuing on. And there you go. Bit of live radio, which I'm amazing I can be in two places at once.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Yeah, the mystery of radio. But yeah, mate, no, it's yeah, I'm sort of. How you going? Do you want to keep chatting or?
No, yeah, it's about almost 11:15 here, so I better wrap her up so I can get to bed. So
Yeah, mate, I really appreciate you coming on. It's great to have a chat. Nice to speak to the man in person. So. And we'll do it again, eh? Like next time I'm on, yeah. If you want to jump on board, just click the link.
All right. Like I said, it was just it popped up on my phone, and I'm like, oh, something new. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, and I'll send you a message, or you send me a message on Messenger, and I'll get the address, and I'll ship you over a couple of things.
All right, sounds cool, man.
All right, buddy. Thanks for your support.
All right, brother.
See you, mate.
Later.
All the best. And that's a wrap. You have been listening